Alright, you party people, you wrestling freaks, get ready to rock. It's time to unleash the power of Wayne's World, the wrestling scene, where the action's hot and the crowd's obscene. Wayne's World, Wayne's World, party on top wrestling. We're bringing the noise, we're tearing down the parts of the old wrestling world with our own brand of fun. So get ready to rumble, the show's just begun. Wayne's World, Wayne's World, party on top wrestling. We're bringing noise, we're tearing down the parts of the old wrestling world with our own brand of fun. So get ready to rumble, the show's just begun. Wayne's World, Wayne's World, party on top wrestling.
Well, there we are, guys. It is Wayne's World. I'm back once again. It is Thursday, and it is the 9th of January, 2025. Hope everybody out there had an absolutely wonderful Christmas. I hope you even had a better New Year. If you made resolutions for the new year, I hope you make them, and I hope you meet your expectations. I have a couple of resolutions that I made. So far, I have not lived up to it. But anyway, I am working on quitting smoking and trying to cut back on my drinking a little bit. Got a lot of things going on. I am freezing my rear end off every day. Just got home a little while ago. I ain't fixed my hair. I ain't really shaved her real good. I ain't even changed into my regular, outfit that I do for Wayne's World. We got one person out there watching, and I am going to see who it is, and it is Pinetti. PJ. It's easier to say that. You know how I am with foreign names. Thank you very much, PJ. Matter of fact, Laza, the guy over in Australia, he is the one that put that together for me, and I do appreciate it. I give him props on that. Matter of fact, I answered his email earlier. He sent me an email and asked me when I was going to do another podcast because he's been looking at YouTube and stuff and hadn't seen anything new. So I sent him an email just a few minutes ago, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago, something like that. And he may pop back on. I don't know. But anyway, it is glad to know that I am being missed. Tonight, we are not really going to talk about a whole lot of anything outside of WWE and the weather. Last night, I came on for like 20 minutes or so, and in my head, I was like, I'm going to sing, I'm going to tell some jokes, we're just going to have fun and goof off and all that kind of thing. And I sort of changed my mind on it because I'm tired. I've been out in the cold all day. Matter of fact, it is supposed to be starting to snow. This will be the third time they've updated it. Here, we're expected to get 4 inches, 3.83 inches is what they're saying. And it's not snowing yet. It said earlier that it was going to be, and now it's not. Now they done pushed it all the way back to 8:53. It was supposed to be snowing like 10 minutes ago, but it's not. So they really don't know. The weather guys and stuff, they don't really know. You just look outside and go, well, it's sunny today, and the temperature, and they look over at the little thermometer thing, and they say, okay, this temperature is 80 degrees, or whatever it is. Or if it's raining, they're like, hey, it's raining outside, it's cloudy, They really don't know. But I have watched a whole bunch of different apps and weather channels and all kind of stuff. Right now, it is not anything on the ground. It's not raining, it's not snowing, it's not sleeting, it's not doing anything. However, we are expected to get somewhere around 4 inches. Originally, it was 2 to 4, and then I heard 3 to 6, which I hope is not 6 inches. That would be rather extreme for us, considering we ain't really had a whole lot of snow in the last, Long time. I can't even remember the last time we had a lot of snow. That was at least, let me see, I've been here 5 years there, that's 14. And then it was prior to that, it was probably about 18, 19 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. I can't remember. It's been too long. But we had a real bad ice storm. I was living in a mobile home at the time, and a great big branch fell, and the pine tree that was right next to my trailer fell and hit on top of my trailer and woke us up. And then we were cold. Of course, I had a water bed at the time, and water beds have a built-in heater. And I didn't really realize how cold it was. So I got up, and it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and went out there and started trying to get the big branch that was on my top of my trailer, and had a flashlight and looking to make sure my roof wasn't damaged or anything. Well, I ain't got no leaks or anything inside. And transformers and stuff and at the time at that trailer park, are in the ground, which is where your power lines go, and there's a great big thing up there, and that's a transformer. And those were in the ground, and there's one right outside my house, and it exploded. And the metal grating that was on top of it flew, I don't know how far up in the air. It was way on up there, and it was one heck of a flash of light. Fortunately, it didn't hit anything. It landed in the street and didn't hurt nobody's car or my house or my vehicles or anybody else's. But it was an experience. That was the last time I can really remember having a bad storm. And that may have been, God, it was so long ago. I wouldn't even want to guess the year. But anyway, the thing is we are under a winter storm watch. I've been watching. I was going to pull up the weather channels and stuff and show the radars and all that kind of stuff, but I changed my mind and decided not to. If you have bad weather in your area, I'm sure it's pretty bad for you. Don't wish anything bad on anybody. I've got 2 people watching on Wayne's World. Would like to bring up I'm going to get off the weather thing, but anyway, tomorrow night at 7, I am also planning on coming back live. Tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow morning, I am going to be videoing the snow and the accumulations and all that kind of stuff that we're getting. I'm planning on showing that. I have to upload all that stuff to my computer. And we are going to show all that. What I want to do is get more followers on my Facebook page. For those of you that know, I had to redo my Facebook. And as stupid as this is, I said something about it last night. Facebook and Instagram and whatever else Facebook owns is controlled by AI. It is artificial intelligence. They made a mistake and took my page down. It's still there, but I can't access it. And I've tried to contact Facebook and get them to send me something else and give me access back to my old page where I could broadcast on Facebook. Here 2 days ago, or yesterday, or day before yesterday, whenever it was, I think it was yesterday, my Instagram account got suspended. And I'm like, okay, I'm not understanding why. I mean, I ain't done anything. And they said it was because of sexual activity, whatever the hell that means. I haven't clicked on anything. I haven't searched for anything. I haven't done anything that somebody else ain't posted, because I just watch like the reels or video or whatever the hell, I scroll. And I get notifications and stuff, like sort of like a messenger type thing, email type thing. And I click on it, and it'll be some kind of pornographic site or whatever. And I'm like, nope. I go back and I delete that message. I don't click on the links. I don't click on none of the crap. I don't care. But anyway, I have a rebuttal in to Instagram. They are going to go back and review my account and make sure. If not, they are going to completely delete it. Which, if they do, that's fine. I don't care. But I've got a ton of people on Instagram, somewhere around 1,300 followers, something like that. And I was going to broadcast to Instagram as well. However, now I am broadcasting on TikTok and YouTube. Once I get my Facebook followers back up to 100, I just got them there with the old account, and then I'll be able to broadcast back on Facebook again. But it is an issue and it is a problem, and it absolutely irritates the snot out of me. So if anybody out there on YouTube or TikTok is watching right now, know I've got 2 followers right now that are watching. Both of them are on YouTube. If you have not went to the Facebook page and followed it, it is https://www.facebook.com/profile.php?id equals 615-671-491-13378. That is the actual Wayne's World page. I don't know if there's an actual button on that or not. You may have to go to the Greg Wayne page in order to like or follow or however all that works. I ain't never really figured all that out. But anyway, I've got 2 people out there watching, and both of them are watching on YouTube right now. If you have any questions or anything, you can always email me, gregwayne1@hotmail.com, and it's right here. All you have to do is send me an email. I will answer it. If you have suggestions for the show, somebody you'd like me to do a bio on or whatever, maybe you have something you'd like to come on Wayne's World, something you'd like to talk about, we can do that too. I don't mind one bit. I am going to go back to the Facebook thing, which is right here, and I'm going to leave this up there for the rest of the night or for the rest of the time that I'm on. And somebody messaged me, and it's PJ again. She says, sometimes I think there's no humanoids working on Facebook or YouTube anymore. You are probably very correct, if I had to guess. If you stop and look back at the technology that we have, excuse me, in the last 20, well, actually longer than that, since the internet and all that stuff came about. Of course, we had internet before, but it took up like a warehouse in order to do anything. Now, the technology, you have smartwatches. I don't have a watch, and I don't have a smartwatch by any means. But now everything is on your wrist. I mean, you can make phone calls, do emails, and do all kind of things. Same thing like with computers. I've got a fairly fast computer. It's outdated now. However, hey, Laza, finally made it in, buddy. Thank you. I was just talking about you a second ago. But anyway, all the technology and stuff that we have nowadays is horrible. I don't really like it. I don't like all the apps and different things that are out there. I was going to download the Restream app on my phone, and I think mine's an Android. There ain't no app for it, for that. It is one of them things where the technology is so far advanced. Same thing, I don't know if PJ or Laza, either one, has been, dial-up internet era. I agree 100%, Laza. If you have not went to my page yet, this is the Wayne's World link, not link, but the address for the Wayne's World page. Follow, please. That is the actual page, not the Greg Wayne page. That's the Wayne's World page, which is what I got to have. I got to have 85 more people following me to be able to broadcast on Facebook again. But anyway, like and follow both pages, profile page and everything. Laza says, "Good day, PJ." I'm gonna throw it up there where he can see it right quick. There we go. And then we're gonna go back up here because I changed it. Matter of fact, Laza, since you're here, let me go back to my captions. Oh, nope, that ain't it. What was it? Design? No. I don't know what I did with it. Where'd it go? My chat. Oh, there it is. I played the song that you made for me, Laza, with just a picture in the background. And PJ made the comment. She said, "Wow, nice song." And I gave you credit for it. That's why I was talking about you a while ago. But anyway, we are going to continue on. But nowadays, everything is so technology is so advanced. We have robots and things that can do just about anything. I don't remember if it was Tesla or who it was. I know the Japanese have got robots. Honda's got robots. And I think Tesla's got one, I think. But anyway, things are so far advanced, and they come up with the artificial intelligence. You're welcome, Laza. Thank you. And I'm sure that was going toward PJ. But anyway, technology has advanced so much that it ain't even funny. Here recently, it hit the news, which maybe a lot of people don't know, but the United States, I guess military or somebody, was supposed to be getting a shipment of plutonium. And when they went to go pick it up, the container had been busted open and the plutonium was missing. So anybody out there that has been watching the stories in the United States about the drones and aliens and all this kind of shit that has been going on, it is our military drones. And there's a bunch of them. Matter of fact, last night I was standing outside smoking a cigarette, and I looked up in the sky and I saw 5, and that's in my area. I was shocked. I've been hearing reports about New Jersey, New York, the East Coast, the West Coast, Florida, certain spots around Texas and the coast all the way around, about sightings and UFOs and this, that, and the other. And last night I saw 5, and I know they were the drones because they were up in the air around 3,000 feet, 2,500, something like that. There was 3 spaced out evenly, flying in formation toward the west, with red and green lights. Now, airplanes have a white strobe light, along with maybe a green or red light, but they have a white strobe light if they ain't got their actual landing gear lights on. So I know the difference between the airplanes and what I was seeing. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. So I started looking around trying to find more. And back over to the east side, there were 2 that I could see that were spaced out about the same distance and about the same height as the 3 that I'd just seen. They were flying to the south. I was like, that's really cool. Of course, I went out earlier tonight, right before I came up here, and I didn't see any. Of course, it's fixing to snow and storm and all kind of stuff, so they may have already swept our area looking for the plutonium. But it is one of them things where they tried to hide everything, and now they're sort of coming out in the open. And then now all these wildfires and stuff out in California, it's sort of taken away from, maybe they're trying to do something different and take away from the drone issue, letting, so people don't panic thinking that somebody's got our plutonium, and they do, but we don't know where it's at. That's why they got the drones flying all over the United States trying to find it. I don't think it ever left wherever it was. I don't think it ever left that port or country or whatever. I don't think it would have got unloaded here, and somebody broke into it and said, "Hey, well, I'm gonna take this. It's all radioactive. Why in the hell would you do that?" But anyway, so anyway, that's the story on that. Now, the other thing I would like to talk about, and it is WWE. I am drinking tonight. This is my second one. I'm not going to be on too much longer. We're going to talk about WWE, and I'm gonna put your comment up there in just a second, Liza. But anyway, we're going to talk about that before we go into WWE. Liza made a comment. My voice is cracking. I've been out in the weather all day. Liza made a comment. He said, "Wouldn't mind trying an AI blow up doll." Uh, actually, I actually thought about something like that, but I don't think my wife would appreciate it right now. Uh, but if she does pass, I'm going to spend 8 or 9 thousand for a lifelike doll. But yeah, they have the sex dolls and stuff. And I'm glad you brought that up because it does uh, it does sort of you just made a good point there, Laza. You're gonna like this because I have a truck that was in that movie Terminator 3, and my daughter hit a deer with it. I'm in the middle of rebuilding it, and all the pictures and shit's on my phone, so you can't see them. I hadn't put them on my computer yet. But I have the truck from the Terminator 3 movie. There was 850 of them made, and mine is number 160. So the Toyota dealership, when I had to go get my airbag replaced, offered me right at $16,000 for it, and I only paid like 17 for it, and I've had it for God forever. It seems like I bought it used, but it only had like 50,000 miles on it, so I've never had to do anything to it. But I thought it was really cool. But Laza did make the comment. He said, like Skynet from the Terminator will be a reality. I hate to have to tell you this, Laza, it already is. If you stop and think about it, the TVs and stuff have cameras in them. You can be, if you have a cell phone and you're talking to one of your mates, and let's say you're talking about countertops, for instance, perfect example, or car parts or anything, and your phone or whatever, the room you're in may have a TV or something up there, and it can be off. And you talk about something like car parts, for instance, you're going to need a part for your car, or you need to get a tire or whatever the case may be. And then you get back on your phone, guess what? It's on your phone. An ad is on your phone, and you ain't looked for anything. All you did was make a comment. So the Skynet thing is going to be a reality. It already is. Trust me, it already is. It is one of them things where it's sort of scary. Like I said, the artificial intelligence and stuff, it is amazing. However, it has its glitches, and it sort of stinks. I've got 3 people watching now on YouTube. I know PJ's one. I know Laza's one. I don't know who the third person is, but if you say hello to me, at least say hello back. And if you have not yet liked the page, Wayne's World page, or the Greg Wayne page, that right here is the address for it. That is the address for the Wayne's World page on Facebook. Go and like and subscribe or follow or whatever it is we do. I have 85 more people I have to get. I hadn't even started trying to publicize everything. I was just trying to let everything coast for a few months before I started trying to publicize all that again. And like I said earlier, my Instagram account got suspended, which is stupid, but anyway, it's AI that did it. Like PJ made the comment earlier, there ain't no humanoids anymore, which is okay. But anyway, Laza also made a comment and said, I know what you mean with it being a reality now, and it is pretty scary. Yes, it is, Laza. Very scary. A lot of things that you don't realize. Same thing if you go to like an R&B or whatever it's called, a motel room or whatever. You can take a piece of tape and put on the mirror in the bathroom or whatever, because sometimes they're sickos, and they get their jollies or whatever from looking at people take a shower or take a shit. I mean, let's be honest. But it is pretty bad. It really is. The thing is what do you do? How do you fix it? How do you change society? Well, the way things are right now, everything in society has changed. You got people that are what I call soft. They didn't grow up like we did. They didn't have the hard life. They didn't have to walk back and forth 2, 3 miles in the snow to go to school. The old joke is, I had to walk uphill to school and I had to walk home uphill to school, which or back home, whatever. But that is unfortunate that society has changed the way it is. If you don't like something, all you got to do is bitch and complain about it, and it changes. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the way everything works in society today. But anyway, it is what it is. But on a positive note, we are fixing to talk about the WWE. And it is one of them things where I was really impressed with the guys that are working backstage that do not get credit. The guys back there that's pushing the buttons, switching the cameras and doing the commercial and doing this and doing that and cutting live here and doing this and queuing up the tapes and all the different things. They don't get nowhere near enough credit. And guys, I give you props. It is absolutely amazing. That was the first time I've watched Raw probably in, it's been a while. I think the last year or two I watched WrestleMania on, not Pluto, what the hell's the name of that channel? Anyways, one of them channels that's free that I watched it on. And that was the only time I ever watched Raw or watched the WrestleMania. And it's amazing the capabilities that these guys have got. The show, I watched the first, 2 or 3 matches, whatever it was, and then I was tired and I was getting ready to go to bed. But the quality, the production end of it, everything, all the way around, was still like they ain't missed a beat. I thought it was a really, really good show. I thought it was a good production. The lighting and all that stuff was great, still quite naturally. The announcers done a great job. The wrestlers and performers done a really, really good job. I believe Triple H, or Levesque, or whatever you want to call him, Hunter, whatever you want to whatever you want to call him. I think he is the one leading the ship, and he is doing an absolutely fantastic job. I saw a thing on TikTok, I think it was, today when I was sitting at work at lunch, and I was just scrolling, and something came up about Triple H and behind the scenes and this, that, and the other, so I clicked on it, and I was watching it. It wasn't real long, but he works his ass off. A lot of guys, you may own a company or work for a company, and you're a big wig, and you got all these other guys out here doing all the work for you, and you just sit back on your ass and you don't do anything. Well, Triple H ain't like that. From the time he gets there to the time the show kicks off to all the way to the end, and even after the end of the show, he's still steadily moving and grooving and doing things and checking on this and checking on that and making sure this is done, making sure that's done, making sure this is done. And, I mean, he works his ass off. And I was really, really impressed with the little series, the video thing that I saw. Laza also made a comment. He says, been watching some WWF Raw 1998 on Netflix since WWE have released it on Netflix. Been loving it. I did not know they had released it. But that is good information to know because I will go back and there was some such shows that I did like. So it is what it is, and that's that. But anyway, I may watch it again next Monday. I haven't heard anything about SmackDown or NXT or any of the other products that they have. I think it's just Raw that's on Netflix. I think I haven't really tried to search it to find out, but I think Raw is the only one that's on Netflix. It is very interesting the technology and the the new stage and setup that they've got. I was really impressed. I really liked it. It made a lot of sense. Of course, it cost a ton of money, millions of dollars for the makeover and the debut on Netflix and everything. It was pretty interesting. I liked it. And normally I don't like today's product, but that was pretty interesting. I liked it. Okay, guys, that is going to pretty much wrap it up for tonight. I am fixing to get ready to go to bed. I've only been on here about 35 minutes or so. If there's anything else out there that anybody would like to say or anything else, I have one person watching. I know that's Laza over there in Brisbane, Australia. He says, wait a minute. He says, let me throw this up here. I am looking forward to being able to beam places like Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty. I said the same thing to my wife. I said, if those are, whenever we first heard about all these drones and stuff, they talking about it being aliens and this, that, and the other. I'm like, hey, come get my ass. I'm ready to leave. But they do have the technology, Laza, as far as beam me up, Scotty type thing. They just haven't been able to figure out how to get everything put back together exactly the way it was before you left. They've done animals and frogs and rabbits and all kind of stuff, like actually transporting from one spot to another through cables and stuff, like to another pod type thing. And when it forms back over in the second pod, it don't form correctly. So yeah, that technology is out there, and probably the aliens probably have that technology. They probably don't speak. Probably everything's telepathically. So it would be something that's going to happen one day. As technology advances and the AI technology experiments with medicines and diseases and the DNA chain and all the different things that are out there, we are going to be eventually one day, maybe, if the big farm don't step in the way, which they probably are, we will be disease free. I hope. Mainly for the grandkids and great grandkids. But anyway, it is what it is. Laza says Jeff Jarrett had a good match with Blackjack Wyndham, Barry Windham for the NWA North American title. The only thing I didn't like was the finish on Raw in 1998 with an NWA angle. Don't know if they were still part of. PJ also made a comment. She says, "Well, Netflix Thailand has Star Trek. Yay!" I like Star Trek. I like Star Wars. I like anything sci-fi. Just about anything sci-fi. Um, Matter of fact, Laza, there is one about a robot, and it's on Netflix. It's Better Than Us, I think is the name of it. It's a series. That's really a really good show. If you've not seen it, it's called Better Than Us. You have to start from the first episode, and it's pretty interesting. Um, I've been watching that one, and it's about artificial intelligence, believe it or not. But if you stop and think about everything, like PJ said, and like Laza said, the technology and stuff that we have, like Star Trek, for instance, where did they get all these terms? Like warp drive? All these things are real. I mean, there is capabilities of all this. We just don't have a ship or anything that can, withstand that kind of pressure. but we will one day. Laza made a comment. He said, "My mom is nuts about Star Trek and Star Wars. I like both of them myself. The only thing I don't like is like the cartoon parts. I don't care for the cartoon Star Treks and Star Wars, or the Roblox or whatever the little crap is. I tried watching that. I'm like, this is stupid. I didn't like it. I'd rather watch Captain Kirk, or Picard. I like Picard, or Janeway. What was her name? The female captain. Matter of fact, she's on Netflix. Matter of fact, on Orange is the New Black, as an inmate. But anyway, a lot of things are happening, and we're going to be back on again tomorrow night. I'm going to be showing some video of the snow, and I'm going to try to put some graphics and stuff together tomorrow. I'm going to also work on a new opening with Laza's music that he did for me, and try to work on that and do some different things. So I'll be busy in the mornings. I get up at like 4:00 in the morning, 5:00, and then I got to find something to do. So I'll come upstairs and work on graphics and stuff. And we'll do another show tomorrow evening, and it'll be at 7:00, guys. Share, like, subscribe. I am on YouTube and TikTok right now. Janeway. I wasn't too far off, PJ. I think I said Janeway, something like that. But anyway, that is going to be tomorrow night, guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and we will be back again tomorrow night at 7:30, guys. Or not 7:30, 7:00. We're going to do some ads and things for Randy Hales and Wrestling School Net Pro and Downtown Bruno and anything else we can come up with. As a matter of fact, I may even get Bruno on here tomorrow night and we talk about him. There's no telling what we're liable to do. So like, share, subscribe, and do anything and everything you can to promote it. And I will be bringing up Laza's ad along with Net Pro and Downtown Bruno and anybody else I can think of. So tomorrow is going to be a packed show, guys. We are going to get out of here in just a minute, and hope everybody stays safe. We will have a weather update tomorrow with video. I will go out and with my video camera and make some videos and stuff, so that'll be real cool. Does it snow in Thailand or Australia? PJ, Laza, does it snow there? I'm sure it does, but I have to ask a question. Sometimes I'm stupid. Laza made a comment. He said, Captain Janeway is hot. Also like 7 of 9, the Borg chick. I like 7 of 9 myself. Matter of fact, I've seen her naked. But anyway, Jerry Ryan is her name, by the way, Laza. You can Google her and Google Jerry Ryan as JerryRyan, nude, and go to the picture tab, and you can see her butt ass naked. But anyway, Laza made the comment. Says some parts of Australia it does. Okay, so I'm taking it does snow in Thailand, I guess. I don't know if Thailand is that hot or if it gets that cold there. I don't know. But anyway, PJ says no snow at all. So it's a warm country. I hate that. Have you ever seen snow, PJ? I'm just curious because tomorrow night I'm going to show video of snow and snow coming down, and I'm going to take a ruler and stick it on top of my truck where the snow's piled up and do that several times a day, and then I'll show all the footage and stuff, tomorrow night. But anyway, we are fixing to get out of here, guys. I hope everybody out there enjoyed it. And till then, guys, this is Greg Wayne for Wayne's World. See you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, guys. Wayne's World. Share, like, and subscribe.